Question 2, sikhuluma ngama-number patterns, the geometric sequence as well as the quadratic sequence as well as the geometric series. In the description box uzothola ama-links for other recordings ongayenzile for the question paper. So la ku 2.1 basiphathele i-quadratic sequence 321 290 261 and 234. Quadratic sequence kahle kahle umsebenzi ka grade 11 man. Anyway, 2.1.1 but write down the values of the next two terms of the sequence. Nice sequence yethu lana. And then this is a quadratic sequence, meaning that we have a second common difference. So for the first difference, okay, so t 290 minus 321, it's minus 31. 261 minus 290, that's minus 29. And then 234 minus 261, that's minus 27. Now this is the first difference. The second difference is over common, yes, is over common. So we are going to say minus 29 minus 21 subtract minus 31. It should give us 2. So it means now you subtract this minus 27, no minus 29, you total out 2. So we have a common difference of 2. Now, in order to find the next two terms, kumele si add this number, this common difference, now this one is osinikeza this, okay. Asiyenze asithi 261, yes, 261 minus plus negative 29 plus 2. So ngithi this one plus this one plus this one inginikeza ubani u234. So the next term ngiyoyithola kanjalo, ngiyo-add u234 minus 27 no2 27 no 3 no 234 yosinikeza ubani 209 So sizodinga the difference la again. So kuzoba ubani ke la minus 25, but as you check minus 25. Oh yeah, so yes, minus 25. The difference is a common difference, so 2. And then in order to find the second term, sizoti 209 plus negative 25 plus 2, this is equal to 186. So these are the next two terms on this quadratic sequence. 2.1.2, we want to find the general term of the sequence in the form Tn equal to an squared plus bn plus c. Yes, okay. Now the general term for a quadratic sequence is tola by using the first branch, this branch. You can also use the second branch. Each branch in our formulas were called. You can also use the third branch. It's up to you. But the higher the branches, the complicated the equations are. So it's best to sebenzisa the first branch in order to calculate iloganje yakho n term yakho, the general equation. Now bheka once uyabona la Tn is equal to an squared plus bn plus c. We want our values ka a, b and c. A calculator by saying 2a is equal to 2, which is the common difference ku first branch yakho. A is over equal to 1. And then b calculator by using this formula, 3a plus b is equal to minus 31. then A ngoba nginaye I can calculate B. Uyabona nalama variables wethu A, B and C calculate alphabetically. We start by A, silandele ngo B, silandele ngo C. Then we continue. So substitute. What is 3 times 1? It's 3. So 3 plus B is equal to minus 31. B is equal to negative 34. Ngoba 3 now transpose a lot to the right, you figure as negative 3, negative 31, negative 3, it's negative 34. Then seeing him calculator using this formula A plus B plus C, which is equal to 321, which is the first term found in the branch, and then we substitute A1, B minus 34, C unknown equal to 321. What is 1 minus 34? It's minus 33. Minus 33 plus B is equal to 321. Then ngiyam transpose again lo 33 ufika ngale abe ubani positive 33. Then the value for C is equal to 354. Therefore, this is our end term or the general term. Now with 2.1.3, okay, 2.1, it's straightforward, man. Straightforward. There's nothing complicated or challenging ngale question ka 2.1, but the yeah, yona iyaphenduleka guys. So asiqhubeke siya ku 2.1.3, but which terms of the sequence will have a value of 74? Okay, so siyabona ukuthi term number 1 une value ka 321, term number 2 uno 290, term number 3 uno i-value yakhona u261, term number 4 the value here is 234. We want to know ukuthi u74 u-term number bani. We want to find the value for this term. Yes, I have a term value of 74. What is that term? So sifuna calculate i-value ka n in this case. Now we are going back to our general term. Now since the general terming now ubani 74, so Tn is equal to 74 in this case. Tn is equal to 74 in this case, right? And then I want to calculate the value of n for this 74. Then we substitute la kuno Tn ngifaka 74 and the second quadratic equation. The 74 ngiyam transpose ufika ngale ka right abe u negative 74, on the left kusala u0, and then what is 354 minus 74? This is 280. So nazo la we have a quadratic equation. Kwamele ngithole ama roots wami for this quadratic equation. It's either a quadratic formula or you use the factoring method la. So mina ngizoresorta I'll use the quadratic the factoring method, I mean. Now ama factors wami now it's minus 14 no minus 20. Since minus 14 now multiply no minus 20 uthola positive 280, and then minus 20 now add or namhlanganisa no minus 14 uthola negative 34. So that's the logic la if ever usebenzisa i-factoring method. So ama roots wami it's n equal to 14 or n equal to 20. Now ngina two yama terms in the sequence with the value of 74. Term number 14, 74. The other one ubani 20. Term T20 is also bani 74. That's what the solutions for this 2.1.3 mean. Now siya ku 2.1.4, where bathi sithole the term in the sequence, which term in the sequence has the least value, the lowest value. Could it be the 74? Siqeda ukumcalculator, we don't know. Term number 1 siyambona ukuthi 321, term number 2 290, term number 3 is 261. So this quadratic sequence is actually descending. Yes, it's descending. Yeah, descend a quadratic sequence here. It means at some point there is a lower value. There is a lower t value. It could be 0, it could be 1, it could be any number, but the leyo number kwamele siyicalculate ke la. Yes. Now, what we have to pay attention to is the n term. The n term here tonight, it's n squared minus 34n plus 354. Now, A is equal to 1, positive 1. B is equal to minus 34. C is equal to 354. So now we are interested in the value kabani ka A. Also nokubona na uplota i-parabolic graph. Now plota your parabola. If ever A are greater than 0, if A is greater than 0, you get a smiley face or a concave up. So if A are greater than 0, uthola a minimum turning point. A minimum turning point. The least value sithola la is in fact the turning point. So A nangabu greater than 0, uthola a minimum turning point. If A are less than 0, uthola a maximum turning point. So but which term in the sequence has the least value? A least value, it's like the lowest value in your sequence, or the minimum value. Least, lowest, minimum, they mean the same thing. Yes. So now, in other words, we have to calculate the turning point for this general term, or for this quadratic equation, or this parabola. Yes. So the turning point is a calculator la izosinikeza the least value ngoba A greater than 0. Now the turning points we calculate njani using this formula, n equal to minus b over 2a. So we substitute A nginayo, B nginayo, just like A now, like it's 1, B now it's minus 34. Then we substitute negative times a negative, it's a positive. 34 divided by 2 is 17. So our answer is 17. So the 17th term in this quadratic sequence is in fact the least value. So now answer it is 200 and answer it is 17 la. 2.2 zofuna ukuthi erase ke lana, so I think erase, and then we answer the last question. 2.2. Alright, 2.2. Given the geometric series 5 over 8 plus 5 over 16 plus 5 over 32 plus so and so and so and so, they all give us ubani k, value k. So now add wonke lama terms lawa akunikeza ubani k. Now go 2.2.1, but it determine the value of k if the series has 21 terms. So add out t1, t2 as well as with t3. Now I add lama terms up until ngifika kubani ku term 21, ngithola ubani value k. So k, I need to calculate k if lama terms are 21. Now we want the sum for this geometric series. A I do have 5 over 8. The value for r ngai calculate now. T2 over T1 or T3 over T2. So total the same one, a common ratio. So 5 over 16 divided by 5 over 8. 5 cancels 5, and then it's 8 over 16. This is equal to 1 over 2, equal to 1 over 2, and then n is equal to 21 ngoba we want the sum for terms I-21 in the series. Now the sum in a geometric series is calculated as a in bracket 1 minus Rn over 1 minus R. There's also another formula, man. 80 Sn equal to a Rn minus 1 over R minus 1. It's the same thing. It's the same thing. The only difference la ukuthi if ever R a greater than 1 usebenzisa this one. If ever R are less than 1, then you use this formula. Yes, usebenzisa this formula. Now since R wethu less than 1, we're going to apply this formula to the question. Therefore I substitute sum 21, sum for the first 21 terms, a nginaye, R nginaye, and then n wami 21, and our solution, our answer like over 1 minus 1 over 2 close bracket 21 close bracket over 1 over 2. So our answer is 1.25. Our answer is 1.25. This is our answer in 2 decimal places again. So the sum for the first 21 terms is equal to 1.25. Therefore k wethu is equal to 1.25. nayi answer yethu ke la ku 2.2.2 but it determine the largest value of n for which Tn is equal to 5 over 8,192. So this question iyafana na this one on the previous question 2.1.3, but this time around sikhuluma ngani nge-geometric sequence. Now Tn is equal to a r n minus 1. So ngidinga ini, I need the general term for each geometric sequence. Now the general term la is over equal to a 5 over 8, r 1 over 2, and then n I don't have, ngifuna ukumcalculate. Therefore check out la. Now therefore ngifuna the largest value of n where this is true. 8192. Tn is what? It's 5 over 8. It's 5 over 8, 1 over 2, n minus 1 minus 1 upon 5 over 8192. So therefore ngifuna the value for n. Now lana sesine exponential equation. I need to isolate 1 over 2 raised to exponent n minus 1. So you multiply by the multiplicative inverse of 5 over 8, which is 8 over 5 on both sides of the equation. When you cancel now 8 cancel no 8 5 5 sala no 1 over 2 and subtract 1 greater than. So sizoti for this one okay, lo 5 cancel lo 5 isalo 8, which is the numerator, divided by 8192. This is equal to 1 over 2, okay, 1024. Now ngiyaqhubeka ngiyala 1 over 2 raised to exponent n minus 1 greater than. So this 1024 asum factorize spawn, ngithola ukuthi it's 1 over 10 I mean 1 over 2 raised to exponent bani 10, which is the same as saying 1 over 2 raised to exponent n minus 1 greater than 1 over 2 raised to exponent bani 10. Then we do what again, manje? This is a 1-to-1 ratio, 1-to-1 ratio, meaning the powers anama basis afanayo. Now I can drop the exponents again. 1 greater than 10, greater than 10. Yes, therefore n is greater than 10 plus 1, n is greater than bani 11. So the answer yethu la answer yethu la izoba equal to what again? Okay, whoa. Okay. I always miss this thing there. But anyway, check out something la. I think especially if there's an inequality sign la, I think it's always best to avoid working with fractions. Instead of leaving i 1-to-1 ratio yakho ibe as a fraction 1 over 2 ngapha, how about uyibhale so minus 1 n minus 1. So understand in a moment why ngisho njalo. And then lana kuba 10, so about 2 minus n plus 1 greater than 2 minus 10. Now the fractions are gone, but says nama whole numbers says ama basis way to form our powers. Now I can drop my exponents and labu 2 bese ba disappear ke la. Athi ngiqedelele ngapha. Therefore uyibonile answer yethu ekugcineni before ngizo erase la, it was n greater than 11. Check out, see what happens. Minus n plus 1 greater than minus 10. Greater than minus 10. So it's negative n transpose our 1, we told our greater than negative 11. Therefore n uzoba less than 11. We have on it change our direction, so I shall be the same as this one. It's because of this negative number la. So once you see as we now divide a negative, now dividing a negative number with inequality equation, the direction of the sign changes. The direction of the sign, it was greater than ngoba you divide by minus 1 is to change the direction ibe less than. So our answer lies n equal to 10. So this is our final answer. The largest value of n for which this is true is in fact n equal to 10. So our answer lies n equal to 10 ngoba it's the it's the next number a closer to bani 11. N look back, n is less than bani 11. Yippee value a less than 11, it's what? Is 10, is 9, is 8, is 7. But which one a closer to 11? Ubani 10. So the answer yakho kuyoba ubani 10. So yeah, i-video yethu iphelela la, question 2 yethu iphelela lana. I hope uthole some value out of this video. Nangabe uthole some value, please share nabangani bakho, uyi-like, usubscribe nangabe new to this channel. Asikhulume in the comment section nangabe une question. For now, asibonane on the next video. Bye bye.